In today's episode, we're going to work on this project. What's interesting about it is the fact that we're going to use two different processes. For the center section, we will do DTF or direct to film transfers. Afterwards, we will apply rhinestones for the letters. This will be a long and interesting video, I hope. First, we're going to show you the application, then we will tell you what materials we used and where to get them, and last, we're going to talk about the design. Alright, let's get down to business. In case you guys are wondering, we didn't provide the shirts. Our customer got their own t-shirts. They wanted this brand. I'm gonna start removing the tags and all the little things that will be in the way. And this is the Hottronics. We got it from stalls.com, and oops, the tag is on the other side. Anyway, but this is a 20 by 16. If you order from this place, you will get the instructions like we did. The temperature, we'll have it at 305 Fahrenheit, 15 seconds. The reason I'm gonna have it at 305 is because after we get done applying the DTF transfer, we're gonna apply the rhinestones and we're gonna give it like 20 seconds more. This will definitely be a game changer since all the colors are already printed. We don't have to layer each individually like we used to. That was a long process. I'm gonna go ahead and move the materials that we won't be needing for now. I'm gonna cut a piece of the tape, the special tape for this type of jobs, and I'm gonna go get some scissors to cut it. I'm gonna make sure to leave some extra room to make it easier to apply it, and I'm gonna cut it like that. And then I'm gonna divide it and cut it in the middle, and then we can use for two different ones. I'm gonna turn it this way so you guys can read it. You can tell that the template is not in the best shape. It's been used so many times, and that's one of the good things about using this type of material, that it can be reused. Also, the transfer can also be reused, probably like 4 or 5 times, no more than that, because the adhesive starts to wear off. And now I'm gonna make sure to apply plenty of the stones. It's not like we're gonna be wasting them. And then I'm gonna start going like that and making sure that I get all the stones inside the little holes or the circles. That's why you gotta make sure that you apply plenty of them, and then just move the extra ones to the side, and you can recycle those, no problem. This one's extra, and so is this one. Just go over the template and just get rid of the ones that you don't need, but I think it looks good about there. Now this is the only risks when you have a tape like this that has been sitting in the garage for a long time. It's no problem. I'm gonna just remember what I used to do, and this is how I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna go like that, and then the brush go over, and then now I'm gonna lift the stones, and they should be in position. See how easy? I mean, it can be a little time consuming when you are learning, but once you get it, it'll be a lot easier. Now I'm gonna cut one of the circles that we need to place in the middle, and I think I mentioned it earlier that I need to place that first. I need to apply that first, but for now I'm just gonna cut one. I don't have to worry about the other ones, and I'm gonna trim around this just in case. And what I like about this type of, whatever you can call it, transfer, you can see through it. It's not 100% clear, but you can see good enough. This material, it's not the first time that we use it, and that's what we like to do whenever we are gonna introduce a new product. We try to give it a try. We're 100% confident that this material will last. I'm gonna give it just a few seconds, like 4 seconds. You guys think I can fit in there? Yeah. How do they do it? I think it's about your size.
That's
Looks about
an adult size for a lady.
Now I'm gonna place this in the center, but see it's popping up, so I'm gonna get some tape. I'm gonna use this tape. They use it a lot with like when people do sublimation, and I'm gonna use a big size or medium size. Oops, I don't think it was big enough. And we're gonna do about 325, and then we can lift it since we got the tape. It's good that we get an idea if it looks center, and I think it looks good about there. And now we're gonna give it the full cycle. This is hot peel, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel it.
I think it's the pattern of the shirt.
Yeah. All right, it looks good. The backing is not sticky at all. That's why you need some extra support like the tape. I'm gonna recycle it. I'm gonna use it at least 3 or 4 times. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply this and I'm gonna try to center it. If you're liking this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We would appreciate if you share this video. Thank you so much. Right now, I'm just giving the 15 seconds at 305, but we can actually do from the inside out if we want to. Give it a few seconds from the inside. It only took a few minutes compared to how long it used to take. I don't know why we didn't do this way before, but I'm really happy with the results. And now I'm gonna give it a few extra seconds. I'm gonna turn it inside out. I know some people say that it is not a good idea, but the person that sells these rhinestones, like he has a whole bunch of videos where they do this. Now let's talk about the material, the DTF transfers, and that'll be this section of the design, the center. Let's go to our computer, and this is the website. It is www.proworldinc.com. I'm gonna make sure to leave the link in the description of the video. Let's go to the top menu and let's go to heat transfers, and we have all the different options here. In fact, this is where we get our screen printed transfers. Also, I want to mention that we have done this process a few times. We are still learning. I'm sure there are more options for prices and different processes and all that stuff. Let's go to custom transfers, and this is the one that we use for this project in particular, and that is the Color Pro DTF. The reason why, because there are no minimums, and it was just a very small order. It was just one transfer, but we were able to get 50 logos. What I like about this option is that we have different sizes. This is the one that we got this time. It was a 12 by 24, and I was able to put like 50 logos since they were like 2 by 2, and this is the price that we paid for it, $15.84. So about 50 of them, and I know it was more for the shipping, or very close to what I paid for the transfer, but you got to keep in mind that the more you get, the cheaper it will get, but you will have to probably use a different process, not this one, because this is for very small orders. This is a good option if you don't have anywhere to get them from. Now let's talk about the rhinestones. I'm going to show you where we get them from. The main items that you will need are the template material, rhinestones, and the tape. And this is where we get them from. That is the rhinestoneworld.com. And also you can get a software for CorelDRAW. I'm going to talk about it in just a minute. The first thing that I'm going to go here to rhinestones, and let's go rhinestones, and let's go to hotfix rhinestones. And these are the ones that we got this time, but you can also get better quality ones, although these work for us. The SS10 Korean low lead. There are other options, smaller rhinestones, but we think that these are perfect, and we've been using these for a long time. They work great, and these are the options for colors, and the same goes with this. Like the more you get, the cheaper they will get. Here they have all the other options as well. Like let's go to rhinestones, and then we'll get this little menu, and let's go to hotfix supplies, because you will need the sticky flock, the material to make the template. They have different options here, but basically this is the one we got. different color. We've been using pink and blue color, but just to give you an idea, I mean, this is not too bad a deal. And the best thing is that you can use this for so many times. In fact, the template that we use for today's video, I'm pretty sure that we made it about 2 years ago. And as you can see, we were able to use it, but this is the price for 12 inch by 15 feet. I know it's not too expensive or cheap, but you will, I mean, if you are in this business, I'm sure you will get your money's worth. And the next thing that you will need is the, oh, actually went to the wrong menu. Let's go back to hot fix supplies. You will need the special tape for that. This is the one that I'm going to go to, the acrylic rhinestone hot fix transfer tape. The one we are using are 12, but you will get like different quantities, like 10 to 24 feet. You will get 5% off, but if you get more than that, you will get 10% off and all that. So I just recommend that you guys go and check out the prices and get what you think is best for your budget. And let's go back to that menu, rhinestones, and then let's go to non-hot fix supplies. Here you can get separately, like the brush, you can get it separately, but I think it would be better if you get the pack like this one here. You will get the brush and you will get the little craft tweezers and the witter and all that stuff. Now let's go back to CorelDRAW and let's talk a little bit about the design and two things that we use to make this a lot easier. Up here you can see that this is an image, but the way we did this, let me just go and type in RDI and show you two different things that you can get through the Rhinestone world, which will make your life a lot easier. Although we don't really do this anymore or that often, but this is the software that we got through them. It's called the TRW Wizard, and you can also buy fonts, which we did. We have the license to use them. And then let's go to fonts. Oh, actually, let's go back and give you an idea or the reason why is good. It might be a good idea to get this. Up here, you get different markups, like different options, and you can actually customize your own. You get accessories. But just one thing that I want to mention is that we bought this software a long time ago. It's almost been 9 years that we bought this. Here we get all like different options for glitter vinyl, which makes it easier. Oops, my computer is freezing. All right, once we select the letters, you can do different colors and all that stuff, which is a good option to have. But now let's go back to the fonts, and we downloaded the fonts that we bought through them, and you can see because they start with TRW. See, it is very easy, and the reason why you can see like the little rectangles around our letters is because when you cut the sticky flag, let's say if you want to do like the alphabet, or if you want to do the letters individually, or if you want to be able to use them for something else, spell something differently, you can go ahead and do that, and the vinyl cutter will cut those rectangles. Let me show you that. This is what we used to do. We used to do the rectangles because we used to use those the letters separately to spell something differently, and that's a good option. And we bought all different kinds of fonts. They have very nice ones, and you will get an image where they will tell you exactly how, like the numbers that you can use to make sure that the template, or actually the rhinestones, fit in exactly as they are supposed to do. And here, let's go back to the wizard, and let's go and add a stone. Actually, I forgot to mention that if you have an image, you can actually create something with stones, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one manually. And if you use the wizard, like what I did, the stone is the perfect size, 0.13. You can see the size here. So if I wanted to add that, that's why it is very important that you do or enter the size that they will tell you. I'm just going to guess. I don't really know what number I should enter, but just to let you or give you an idea. Or you can actually resize it like this, and just to make sure that it fits perfectly. But let's enter 100 and see if I mean, it's getting closer and closer. But the reason I want to show you this is because I noticed someone. I was going through different videos for this process, and I saw a person doing exactly this. You might think that it is a good idea to make the template or the letters bigger, but let's make it even bigger and see. Just keep in mind that this will be the template. So if you add the stone and the template is really big, the stone is not gonna fit, or it's gonna be like loose. Let's go back to the Rhinestone world and show you the fonts that they have available here. New fonts, they have all the different options here, but you can buy not just the Rhinestones, but I think they sell different fonts for other options. And I'm not really sure about not the design, but the software. I'm pretty sure that, oh, this is the one I was talking about, the TRW design wizard. They have all the different options available here. They're not very cheap by any means, but they're totally worth it if you are doing the t-shirts. And the good thing is that you can also get a free trial, and it is for 30 days. Now, when it comes to the settings, this can get a little tricky. The software that came with this vinyl cutter is Cutting Master 3. And something very important is that we are using a different blade. We are using the 60-degree blade, so that's the first thing that we gotta change. And when the blade is brand new, usually we have it around 20 cut force, and the acceleration we are gonna have it at 1, speed at 22. Once the blade has been used for some time, sometimes we can even make it at around like 23. But here's another thing that is very important: the passes. You gotta make sure that you have two, because the blade is gonna go around every circle, or just around every single section of the design. Even the rectangle is gonna cut it twice. So this can get a little tricky. Sometimes you gotta try different settings, but we are gonna have it at 20. Usually we cut it around 20, and we get a very nice clean cut. But this is very important. Don't forget that you have to make sure that you select two passes, okay, and the 60-degree blade. Without a doubt, DTF transfers will make a huge difference. Let us know in the comments what you think about today's project. We would also like to know if you're currently using any DTF transfers and or rhinestones, and how you feel about them. Remember that we have memberships available to our channel if you want to support us additionally. Just go to the join button and you will get all the different options available. Make sure that you read each one, as they offer different perks. Thank you for your support. We would also appreciate if you give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Remember that you can get all your products through our website, that is www.rdidecals.com. Up there you can get access to the decal calculator if you are a gold member. Thank you for your support.